Here is a financial concern expressed by pre-retirees and retirees in discussion forums and groups. I have guaranteed income from my annuity coming in every month, plus social security. My advisor says I have more than enough, but I still feel guilty every time I spend money on something that isn't a bill. I saved my whole life to enjoy retirement and now I can't seem to let myself do it. What's wrong with me? I'm going to show you exactly how to get rid of this guilt feeling that you don't want to spend money in your retirement years. And you can do that if you have an annuity that has something called a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit rider. A rider is an add-on feature. So an annuity that has this feature will actually create something called a predictable income. With that predictable income, you can build confidence to spend money in retirement. Let's see how you do that. I'm Sridhar Bopana, a financial advisor in the retirement wealth management space. Over the years, I've helped several pre-retirees and retirees secure finances for their retirement. I'll provide a strategic solution for a very specific financial problem in every video under 5 minutes. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build the confidence with a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit rider in an annuity. And this rider, actually what it creates is it creates a designated income floor, which means a guaranteed income floor, just like your social security income. And then you can pay your essential expenses with this. And thereby you can see that you have extra money that is left over to spend for your recreational expenses. Now, annuities are financial products from the insurance industry. They are designed to provide you they are designed to contractually provide you guaranteed lifetime income as long as you live. And guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit rider is actually an additional feature that is added to an annuity, which will ensure that you will have the finances for the rest of your life. Now, what are the problems? What are the reasons why people have this guilt? Because majority of the retirees actually have been saving up all their life. Okay, they have a saving mindset. All of a sudden, if they want to spend money, they suddenly feel insecure. This insecurity is the reason why they don't spend. Also, secondly, since they have a saving mindset, they think they're doing something wrong by spending away their money. So what you have actually in retirement is not a money problem. You actually have a permission problem, which means you need to give yourself permission to spend money. And an annuity with this guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit rider will give you the permission to spend that money. So let's see what most people do and why it fails. Mostly people keep checking their bank accounts or their accounts repeatedly to see their balances. And when there's a bill that comes in, they pay the bill and then the anxiety kicks in. So when anxiety kicks in, they go back again, check their bank accounts. So this is like a never-ending loop first. Secondly, they talk to their advisor repeatedly, asking him to run the numbers and show you that you really do have the finances, even though he does explain you. His logical explanation will never beat your saving mindset that you have built over the past 30 or 40 years. So this is something where you'll never feel satisfied. And as a result, what you say is, you will tell yourself, you know what, I'll wait a bit and wait until I have more money. But that day never comes. And it has been statistically shown that only about 11% of retirees actually spend the money in retirement the way they want it. So what is the solution for this? The solution is you should be able to distinguish between essential expenses and discretionary expenses. Essential expenses means these are expenses which you cannot forego. You have to pay them. Okay, I'll tell what they are in the next slide, but yeah, essential expenses. Discretionary is after you pay the essential expenses. Discretionary expenses are actually for your fun or for your recreation. Now, the way you should pay your essential expenses is through something called a structured and predictable income. For example, social security income is a structured and predictable income. You know that money is going to drop in your bank account every month. Likewise, you can create another structured and predictable income with annuities that have a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit riders. Now, people who have created structured and predictable income are known to kind of succeed in their retirement in terms of spending on happiness. Okay, let's see how you actually do that in several steps. First is you want to map your essential expenses, which means essential expenses here include, for example, your housing, your utility bills, your groceries, and let's say premiums for your, let's say, life insurance or health insurance policies. These are called essential expenses because you cannot skip them. You have to pay them. Okay, that is one thing. So you map out how much is it? Is it $1,500 a month, $2,000, $2,500 a month? Whatever be that, you come up with that number. Second, you create structured income. One is Social Security, and then you create the second structured income by funding an annuity, and then you ensure that this annuity has a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit rider, which creates a designated income floor, which means a guaranteed income floor. So this is your second guaranteed income, just like your Social Security. Now what you do is you will pay your essential expenses from this structured income, which is the annuity plus the Social Security income. So you make sure that your structured income is actually good enough to pay your essential expenses. In fact, if your structured income is actually higher than your essential expenses, it's good, because in a few years, because of inflation, your essential expenses could slowly raise. And to cover that, you need to have a solid annuity with a good amount of principal, and of course your Social Security will back it up. So this way you make sure that your essential expenses are paid with your structured income. Fourth, whatever is left is your discretionary spending, which means you can spend it for your recreational activities. For instance, I will actually suggest you to go and give it a name. Give this discretionary income, what is left over, you can call it like recreational income, or call it like travel income, so that when you're spending it, you know that you're doing it intentionally. You don't feel like you're risking it. But since that account is now called travel income or entertainment income, you will see it, and you'll be convinced to spend it. So you'll not have a problem. And fifth, what you do is you do an annual review, because you always should ensure that your structured income is good enough to pay your essential expenses. Okay, so that every year you need to check it every year, because what if your essential expenses are actually bypassing or crossing your structured income? They should not. In such a case, you will ensure that you cut your discretionary expenses a little bit more, and use that for your essential expenses. So these are the 5 steps you need to get rid of your guilt and spend your money in retirement without any interruption or without any fear. Now, why does this strategy work better? If essential expenses are taken care, the most important expenses are taken care, and there's nothing to worry about. Once they are taken care, whatever is left obviously becomes the discretionary expenses, and this is the money that you want to spend for travel or anything else. And it's shown that retirees who come up with such a plan for their retirement actually succeed a lot better, and they're more happy. If you have any questions on the content that I have created in this video, drop a line, ask a question. I'll actually write a response back to you. If not, I'll even actually create a video answering your question and send it your way. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.